So let me get into this next topic. Do y'all think feminism has hurt women or helped women?
Why are you laughing?
Damn.
You got something to say.
What y'all think?
I think it hurt the women who want to be like housewives and, stay-at-home moms.
What percentage of women do you think want to be just housewives and stay home?
All of them.
80?
Like,
80%?
nah,
85?
I think like 75%.
I don't know. Yeah.
70.
He said, well, yeah,
With the exception of making like housewives, stay-home moms, exception of having a partner that is financially stable. That's why you're in the house. That's why you're just in the house, like cooking and cleaning and shit.
Also,
But then feminism, and Trey, you could probably correct me on this. Wasn't feminism started because women were tired of being the at-home wives and they wanted the same rights and responsibilities?
They were tired.
Yeah, it's because they looked at what happened is those women were looking at the men that they admired and they thought the life of all men was like that man. So they're like, oh, I want to be independent too because I look at the guys that I like, they all making 100K. Maybe I could do it. Turns out you gonna be making 35K folding pans at the Banana Republic or slanging macchiatos out of Starbucks for some lifeless corporation that'll fire you and hire somebody else as soon as you die.
So y'all saying it hurt women, the women that want to be stay-at-home moms and stuff like that, for sure.
I can agree a little bit.
Okay, and y'all all three, y'all would prefer to be stay-at-home.
I definitely would.
I feel that.
Yo, you got the giggles over here. Like, what's up? Like, yo.
No, I feel that though. I would too. Shit, if I was a woman.
Can I be a part-time?
Right.
You can
wanna
work
be a
from
part-time
home. You can have like
That's most of them anyway.
That's a huge misconception though, because historically speaking, women have always worked, even if you were traditional. Like there have always been women that have contributed to the community. Like that's what women do. Women are the fabric for social, for our social structures. Women kind of put together events. They make sure community is all built together, and when women are in the workforce, it has a huge effect on. Really, I would just keep it a buck with y'all. Feminism was a scam. Y'all got scammed. They wanted y'all to go into the workforce because now you don't have to pay people as much because the workforce doubled. Then they get the tax double the people. Now that the women ain't home cooking, you got to go out and buy McDonald's. So it was a corporation technique. And the woman there was a woman that created some propaganda for Cosmopolitan in the 90s, and she admitted it. She came out, by the way, and talked about it. But she was told to lie about data and statistics to promote a more Sex in the City lifestyle to women because it would sell more magazines, essentially. So women are pretty much, they're just draining y'all resources, money, by getting y'all to go out there and work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Poor Man Podcast in the building. Yo, give it up for Poor Man Podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, do got the facts, man.
Right.
Out here with the real fucking receipts.
Yeah, what y'all think about that?
I'm gonna
quote.
Feminism. I think it hurt because women these days aren't getting married as much. I mean, they out here working, and it's led to more masculinity in women, which I think is hurting the community as well. So I think I don't really see the positive in feminism, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
There's a lot more depressed women than there was back in the day. Like, there's a lot of women on medication and deleting themselves.
They gotta work now, man.
Yeah.
They gotta pay bills.
There's a lot more stress on women nowadays.
That rate is doing the first.
That hurt.
That inflation went up.
That inflation.
Hey, yo,
Come on. Oh, that's you? That's you?
That's why you got the giggles.
Yo, she over here laughing like she got the Joker toxin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She like, why they talking about me?
What you think about this, Jill?
I do think there's a lot of selective feminism because, you know what I mean? It's always when it's convenient. When it comes down to, wanting to get paid more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They cheering and they marching. They in that goddamn line. You know what I'm saying? Roo. But you know what I'm saying? When it's time to put in the physical work, we know men built this shit. And we're not saying that we don't want our woman to work. You get what I'm saying? We're not saying we don't want y'all to do whatever y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? But we want that same energy when it comes to the constructive criticism and not being selective when you are being told about it.
And if y'all want equality, yo, get out in these trenches with the men too. Don't just go for the CEO positions. Y'all want the comfortable positions in the office. Y'all don't want to be in the trenches. Y'all don't want to be doing sanitation work. Y'all don't want to do the stuff that actually builds society. But y'all want to be CEOs and tell niggas what to do. Like y'all want to be in them offices. Yo, y'all gotta be out.
Every job with a pizza
party. Y'all want equality. Y'all gotta be out. Y'all gotta be out there in the trenches with us too. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
I used to be in the trenches though. Let's never get it twisted. Females, there's some females who actually hustle very hard, and they do be in the trenches, like the real trenches, not the sanitation ones.
What trenches?
The corners. And not with your.
I believe that.
Not the coochie corners. Not the coochie corners. Not the coochie corners.
Okay.
You was on the corner?
Not the coochie
You was
corners.
on the corner?
Not the coochie corners.
But you was on the corner?
Not the coochie corners.
Which corner? Like,
Yo, sometimes even being a mom is being in the trenches.
Exactly. Not the coochie corners.
Being a mom is
Sometimes being a mom is being in the trenches. You gotta make sure your kid. Yeah, because like I'm
Wait,
saying,
hold
like,
on,
it's
hold
hard
on.
work.
Wait, none of us are moms.
I just want to know
No,
what
I'm
corner.
saying in general, not
It's a big responsibility,
It's
bro.
a big responsibility.
But what,
One of the
hard
most
work.
important jobs in the world.
what corner are you referring to though? Like that's what I mean.
Not the coochie corner.
Not the coochie
Yeah,
corner.
we're gonna keep saying that.
Yeah, how many times you gonna keep saying
I don't know
that?
what
Not the
What's the
coochie corner
You gonna say
though.
that 100 times? Like, yeah.
Yeah. not
Where are you
the
trying to
corner.
get at with this, bro?
I just want to know
I'm
if
gonna
she was on
get
the
a
corner
shirt
with the
right now.
hammer.
Not the
Like,
coochie
I
corner.
don't know.
She was on the.
But there was
selling that
people.
rock,
There
bro,
was
you know what I'm
there was females who actually hustled hard as well.
That's a
Hustled
fact.
hard. And it's
Heard
men. So
saying?
not the coochie corner though.
I don't know. Every time
Coochie corner.
every time I drive past the construction site,
It
you know,
look-
the women, they got the women flaggers, but I don't see them women up there on them high beams and shit like that.
I've
you know
seen
what I mean?
very few. I've seen they're really.
Oh, you seen them?
Yeah.
I've seen.
And they're not flagging. They really out there working. Like,
It happens.
So why
It
is that?
happens.
Is it because women don't want to do the job or they won't get hired?
They won't. They don't want to do the
They
job.
don't want to do it.
women don't want.
Come on,
Even
man.
Women don't want to do no
and
dangerous
more
jobs.
No,
egalitarian.
it's not because.
Yeah, like
I don't do that.
in more egalitarian societies like Denmark, where there's more quote unquote equality according to some metric or scale that they use to determine that. The women they're more polarized. The women go more towards social jobs like being a nurse or jobs that have to deal with
Social worker,
people,
teacher.
while men go into jobs that have to deal with things because those are just the things we're
You don't
interested
feel
in.
like you
Biological.
guys were talking about construction, right? You don't feel like those jobs, like the people who are in charge of hiring and whatever, or even the construction company, they don't feel like
You know
the
what-
men should have this.
No,
position.
it's because
this is a man's job.
sometimes you guys
You're
are
not
not
gonna hire
capable of physically doing stuff that men do.
I was about to say
And
that.
that's the reality of it. We don't want to put you at harms, even though you want to try. You gotta try that shit on your own and get your practice on. You ain't out here lifting 2x4s. That's just not something y'all could do. You get them lifting buildings.
There's some niggas who can't do that either. And they still
Yeah,
have
and them niggas ain't there trying to do it. Women want to try to say, let there be war. They ass is like, yo, send my ass back home.
Yeah, everybody in the kitchen when it's war. When it's war time.
And feminism go out the window. when it's
Everybody want
wartime.
equality until we talk about the draft.
Mad girls in the military. What?
Yeah, but when
92% of the military is men. And 95% of all military deaths. Now, I'm sorry.
Can you go?
and we needed that.
So I come with it. Because people be capping. People be saying, like,
What's
talking
your
about the
name?
small minority. What did you say?
What's your name again?
Trey.
Right.
But they be talking about the small minority trying to bring it up. Like, yeah, I see construction. 86% of
Yo.
construction is men.
Yo, you know when you see ladies and look, I'm not trying to show you. All I see is y'all taking fucking Instagram photos in y'all
Oh,
outfits.
my
I don't see y'all out there doing them push. Y'all just trying to look cute. Yo, please next topic. Next topic. I'm sorry.
That's a whole other.
Yo, cause I
Damn, stop playing, yo.
I see y'all and I see y'all just
Yeah,
want
we
to show
go.
that body.
Yeah, we gonna look.
Yo, shout out to the women that be in the trenches, man. There ain't a lot of y'all, but shout out to
Word. Shout out
the three of y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All three of y'all.
And not the coochie corner.
Not the-
Not the coochie corner.
But shout out to the women on the
Period.
coochie corners too.